Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Finally, we are getting closer and closer to the release of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Only 15 days left and the countdown is really reaching the end. I don't know about you, but I'm super curious to see what awaits us in this new chapter. Today, in the video, we'll see behind the scenes of the game. First of all, we'll look at an official message from Mob Entertainment that explains how they are managing both the development of the game and the marketing, and especially how these two things are connected. It's interesting to understand how a game like Poppy Playtime is not just about gameplay, but also about strategy and organization. After that, we'll focus on the Steam page of the game. In the last few hours, it has received not one, but 2 updates. In this video, we will see these new updates and we will make some considerations. In fact, in SteamDB, we can see all the new updates. Then we will make theories and observations about the new chapter and the ARG. It's going to be a video full of information, curiosities, and analysis. As always, if you enjoy what we do here on the channel, remember to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss any of the next updates on Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 and series. So, get ready, because today we really have a lot to share. Now let's start with the analysis of the official message, which was written by Ben Rooker, one of the members of Mob Entertainment. In this message, Ben Rooker confirms something very interesting. There is a real collaboration between the narrative team and the marketing team, and it's not just any collaboration, but they plan together of all the activities related to the game. Basically, these two teams work together to decide the timing, methods, and strategies, both for the development of the narrative content and for how all of this is communicated and released to the audience. This means that every detail, every small update we see is probably the result of this collaboration. When Ben Rooker talks about this planning, he is referring to the fact that the narrative team decides what should be told and when, while the marketing team decides how and in which way to deliver this information to the players. This collaboration also directly affects how the content is distributed and the release schedule. At the moment, we are in the ARG period, so all the content released during this time is part of the ARG. And this is exactly where it becomes clear how narrative and marketing work hand in hand. The narrative team handles the story, the clues, the plot, and the messages they want to convey through the ARG, while the marketing team works on the release calendar, deciding which content to release, in which order, and with which timing, in order to generate hype and keep the audience engaged. We have seen that the ARG is updated every Wednesday. This makes us think that the choice of this schedule was a decision made jointly by the two teams. The narrative team may have determined when and how to present certain clues or important information, while the marketing team organized everything else, planning the best moment to maximize the visibility and impact of each update. And speaking of updates, tomorrow we should expect something important regarding the ARG. So it will be really interesting to see what will be released and how it will connect to previous events. Okay, now let's move on to the Steam page updates. As we can see from the screenshots, the Steam page was recently updated. For those who don't know, we're looking at everything through SteamDB, which is a very useful site because it allows us to monitor all Steam page updates in real time, even the smallest ones that would normally go unnoticed. This time, what we notice is that there were actually 2 updates within just a few hours. This, in reality, is not surprising. The closer we get to the game's release, the more frequent the updates become. Every change, even if small or invisible, is part of the preparation process for the release. In general, these updates didn't bring visible news for the public. There are no new screenshots, no trailers added, and no modified descriptions. They are what we could call invisible updates, meaning changes that serve the developers or Steam itself, but that go unnoticed by us players. However, it's important to keep our eyes open because, as we get closer to the release of the chapter, this page will surely receive a major update. When that happens, we will most likely see the final screenshots added, maybe new details about the story or gameplay, and maybe even some surprises that hint at elements of the game. So, even if right now there are no visible changes, we have to prepare ourselves mentally. This page will be one of the first places where we can see concrete details about the new chapter. So let's stay ready and keep monitoring the situation, because in the next few days, every change could bring important information and teasers that will help us better understand what awaits us in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Perfect, now let's talk about tomorrow and what we can expect. tomorrow will be Wednesday, February 4, and we already know with high probability that a new ARG update will be released. As we've seen in previous weeks, the ARG is updated every Wednesday with new content, so this has become a fixed appointment for all players who follow the story closely. At the moment, within this ARG, we have already seen two very interesting VHS tapes featuring two scientists from Playtime, Jessica Newman and Preston. The first VHS was dedicated to the catnap experiment, while the second showed us the Hour of Joy, that iconic moment when all the Playtime mascots rebelled against humans. Right in the second VHS, among the images and scenes shown, we were able to notice the hand of a new mascot that hasn't been officially introduced in the game yet. This immediately opened a big curiosity, and of course now everyone is wondering who this new character is and what role they will have in Chapter 5. With tomorrow's update, we can expect further details about this mascot. It's not guaranteed that we will see the full character, but probably there will be new clues that will help us understand who it is or what features it will have. In addition to this, most likely a new official VHS video will be released again in the playlist called Restricted, which will continue to build the story and give small hints about the chapter's narrative. But that's not all. Along with the video, we also expect other ARG-related material like official documents, images, and maybe even messages or hidden codes containing secret clues. And among all this material, there could be more details about the new mascots or elements that will help us reconstruct the story of what happened before the start of the chapter. So, tomorrow will be a day full of news for anyone following the ARG, and every little clue could prove crucial to understanding the direction of the new chapter. So, let's get ready, because tomorrow's update really promises a lot of interesting material and could give us the first concrete hints about what to expect from Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Now we can connect this to what we saw in the previous video. In fact, as I showed you, 5 names of new characters have been published in the official gazette. This information was found on the official registered Trademarks website, so we are talking about official and confirmed data, not rumors or speculations. This is really interesting because it gives us another proof of how Mob Entertainment is managing the game's marketing. Think about it. Publishing the names of new characters in the registered trademarks is a very strategic way to generate curiosity and start building hype even before these characters are shown in the game or in the ARG. So, connecting everything with what we saw earlier, it is possible that tomorrow, with the new ARG update, there will already be small references to these 5 new characters, maybe in the form of hidden clues or cryptic images. That said, it is also possible that more detailed information will only arrive with the chapter's final trailer. This means that, between ARG updates and official releases of trailers or materials, Mob Entertainment is planning everything to keep fans' attention always high, revealing small pieces at a time and creating that suspense that makes the wait for the chapter even more intense. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, because in the next few days a lot of interesting news is coming, and I can't wait to analyze it together with you. Bye bye.